Bung Bung. Welcome to the Poddy is brought to you by Bung Bung Coffee. Are you tired? Well, that's a problem. Bung Bung Coffee will stop that. Are you constipated? That's a problem. Bung Bung Coffee will stop that. Are you not productive at work or in life? Well, Bung Bung Coffee will stop that. Bung Bung Coffee will stop that. It's a modern day dark roast, blend of 4 of the best coffee countries in South America. Brazil, Colombia, Peru, Honduras. And it's delicious. It tastes chocolatey, silky smooth. Remember whiskey and how sometimes you can drink it and it can it stings a bit. It's a bit hot down the throat there. This Bung Bung Coffee doesn't have any of that, doesn't have that bitter aftertaste. It is just smooth, chocolatey, caffeine goodness going down long and strong. No home loans. But, Bung Bung Coffee, if you need a machine for your house, your office, your cafe, your restaurant, Bung Bung Coffee can do that too. Get to bungbungcoffee.com, go to the Contact Us page to inquire about machinery, or just go to the shop front and buy your coffee. Enter promo code Poddy for 15% off all orders. 15% off all orders. And then you could be financially, responsible and take that 15% that you've saved and put it into your child's, trust account. Or you could just put it straight into your savings, You're saving, because that's what you're doing. You're saving 15% with promo code Poddy. That's bungbungcoffee.com. BUNG coffee.com. Enter promo code Poddy for 15% off. Let's start the show.
Welcome to the party. Best show on the internet. Ask anybody. It's easy money. Sit back, relax, get your headphones, everybody. Welcome to the party. Blackout in the booth. Every episode's a party. We go hard like Ricky Bobby. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is welcome to the party.
Welcome to the Poddy Bung Bung. It's your man Claytron, aka the Big Boss Man, aka the Clumsy Jeweler, because I'm always dropping gems, aka the Milkman, because I always deliver, aka the PhD of podcasting, the Magnum PR of podcasting, the Captain, the Saint Nick of podcasting. Welcome to December, everybody. We're here. Can you believe it? Can you believe it's already December? Oh my God, Christmas is just around the corner. Oh, how fast did this year fly by? If you're one of those people, you're boring, bro. Don't approach me. I don't care. I don't care how quick you think shit's going, bro. Dude, I've been a bit of a slave to that, having a kid. Oh, he's getting big. Oh man, so quick, it's flying by. Like, shut up, Clay, you loser. Just tell him yeah, he's big. Yeah, he's big. Yeah, guess what? He's older too. He's supposed to be getting bigger, motherfucker. What else has been going on, man? He's already asked the question, what else? At 3 minutes and 50 seconds into the podcast. I think I intended of going into this as a clean episode, but I think I already said MFer, so we've ruined that, but that's all right. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to have a clean episode when you're going to talk about the type of stuff we're going to talk about today. We got Kanye West. He's having a full-on mental breakdown and is being televised. It's well documented that this man has mental health issues. We've seen him cry in public on numerous occasions. He's just a weird dude. He's going through it. They're calling it bipolar disorder. Who knows if he's really got it, or whether it's an excuse for his behavior. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that the man has bipolar disorder. And he's at a stage where he's potentially going through mania. It used to be called bipolar disorder. Used to be called manic depressive disorder, and that means you have manic you go into a manic state. That's when you go crazy. Like you're all excited. You're feeling good. You're feeling confident. You're feeling on top of the world. You know it all. Everything's falling into place. I'm confident. I'm good to go. And depressive. And that's you. Everything slows down. It hits you like a ton of bricks. You don't feel good. You feel sad. You can barely get out of bed. That's depressive. They changed the name of that to bipolar disorder. Like there's two poles, North Pole, South Pole. North Pole's where Santa is. South Pole, I don't know who's there, but it's not Santa. And at one of the poles, you're manic. At the other pole, you're depressive, right? Bipolar. Bi means two. There you go, broken down for you. And that's education. We're going to change the podcast to an educational podcast, see if that gets us some more listens. I do have to thank all you guys, though, for growing the podcast. Spotify Wrapped gives you a deal or whatever at the end of the year and tells you what's happened. And we've grown by like 15 or 19% or something this year, which is it's not good enough, because if all of you told a friend to tell a friend every week, we should be growing by 100% per week. And you're not telling friends to tell friends enough. Only basically 15% of the time. But I thank you for that 15%. 15% thank you. God, I hate saying too. I'm trying to go cleaner. I'm trying to go less I'm trying to go mad educational, bipolar. And we're watching this man's mental collapse, basically, is all I'm saying. And he's in this manic state, saying all types of wild stuff. He's saying things about mostly Jews for some reason. He's on this real Jewish thing right now, and he's praising Hitler for inventing highways and the microphone, which is news to me. That's news to me, bro. Hey, I haven't Googled this yet. Let's give it a quick Goog and just inventor of microphone. And I'm just going to say right now before I press enter, I guarantee it's not Adolf Hitler. Let's have a look here. This guy's name is James West. And by the way, he's a black guy. Look at that. He's an acoustician who invented the microphone. And let's go inventor of highways. Okay. Dwight D. Eisenhower. So that's the American highway, I suppose. The late Edward N. Hines. That's American as well. But those are two guys that are not named Adolf Hitler, is basically what I'm trying to say. And there you go. That's another fact here on the Welcome to the Poddy podcast. Even though we don't, it's mostly unsourced, we just sourced that. Hitler did not invent either of those things. And so he's like, Kanye saying things like that. He praised Hitler for invention of those two things. And also you can take positive out of anything that anyone does or something like that. And he said, especially Hitler, which is super turn. And I don't know that he believes anything that he's saying. I feel like he's gone down this YouTube rabbit hole or something, or 4chan or whatever he's on, and he's getting all these snippets. He's on like TikTok. He's on like dark web TikTok or something, alternative info TikTok, and he's getting all these snippets, little 5-second videos of facts, and then he's sampling those facts as if they're his own, like he's going to make a dope beat out of it. And this ain't Jesus Walks, dude. This ain't Hitler Talks. This is trash. We're talking, this man is like, he's like the Vanilla Ice of anti-Semitism. He's a real one-hit one. And I don't even know what his hit would have been, his anti-Semitic hit, but he's a real, basically, he's not the genius. He's a musical genius, right? I don't like to use the word genius for things that don't matter. I mean, not that music doesn't matter, but like I like to save genius for scientists and things like that. All right, true doctors like myself. I'd be considered a podcast genius. I've got a PhD in podcasting, and I mean, I'm a doctor. Can I save lives? I have done through the Poddy. You guys have been there. You guys have been there for the times that people send in questions about their mental health. Maybe the fact, like there was a guy I think that said something about fingering his cat at one point. I think we've been down that road, and I either saved a life by telling that guy to maybe off himself, so he couldn't get egregious with anyone's cats or whatever, but also maybe I saved his life by telling him not to get egregious with someone. Like, what if he gets real familiar with someone's cat and that guy knows he's Mr. UFC or whatever, or maybe he's just Mr. 9mm, and he catches this guy digitally remastering his cat, and so he pops him. This guy's finger popping his cat, and he pops him. He gets real executionary on him. I can't remember why I'm talking about that. I've lost myself. Man.
Oh my God!
But we'll just rewind, circle back. Kanye is on some wild. He's in some wild territory, talking all this, and he doesn't really know what he's saying. This is mental health, and people, instead of helping him or pointing him in the right direction, people are like, come on my podcast, get my numbers up, come check these numbers out, or come build my numbers up so I can get more advertising money, and I don't really give a F about your mental health. I'm just going to watch you decline, and you can, I'd actually appreciate it if you would go into a further decline on my show, because it'll go viral and I'll get all these views. This is what happens. This is what happens when social media is the main form of currency in the world. You're talking about likes, views, all this. This is the tech guys. The tech guys started this. Thank you, Zuckerberg. People are so focused on themselves that they don't even see the value in self anymore, or in other. Certainly not in other. There's no value in anybody unless they can get you more likes, more views, more clicks. And so the value here isn't helping Kanye get the help that he needs. It's in getting him on the show and helping dismantle him as quickly as possible while on camera, so that you can go viral. It's sick, man. It's sick. I don't know what the answer is. I guess I do know what the answer is. The answer is stop enabling this type of behavior, even though he's likely not in a place where he means any of this or believes it. He's just basically getting hallucinatory. He's having a straight manic episode, and we're letting it do this to him. It's going to be sad. It's going to be a sad outcome if people keep letting him behave like this, or using him to boost their profiles, based off of his mental health. Yeah, it's nuts. And it's already like the people that like the shows that he's going on and stuff are all scumbags. You got Alex Jones and all this. Like, they're all right-wing lunatics that, they're conspiracy theorists that believe that they call themselves free thinkers. And my whole opinion of free thinkers, and, you know, maybe there's a few listening, and no offense, but guess what, motherfucker? Yes, offense. Okay? Because free thinkers don't know anything, bro. A free thinker wouldn't just have the opposite opinion of everything that exists. That's called being a contrarian. A free thinker, the free thinkers in this community, I suppose, if that's what they're calling it, are idiots. They don't know anything. And because they don't know anything, they don't understand anything, they assume that nobody else does, including the experts. So they disagree with everything and make up their own stories and build false knowledge banks about everything, about chemtrails, about the C virus, about the Holocaust, about what else are these free thinkers talking about? 9/11, you know? They don't know shit, man. They don't know shit. And they tell you that you don't know shit. But it's like a free thinker, by the definition of a free thinker, it means you're able to think for yourself and come to your own conclusions. Yes, but that doesn't mean of everything. You cannot honestly believe that the whole world we live in is completely fake. And if it is, dude, so be it, man. Like, who gives a fuck? Who cares, man? We're all gonna die and be in the dirt or be, you know, burnt up, turned to ash. Each individual life on this planet means nothing. That is that is basically the definition of nihilism, but it's true. Like, your time on this earth is meaningless. So why just spend it arguing and disagreeing and believing that you're being lied to and shit? Like, if you're getting lied to, who gives a fuck, man? Picture this. Your girlfriend cheats on you and you're like, oh, what did you do last night? And she's like, oh, I just watched a movie with the girls. She's just lied to you, bro. And guess what? You're better off not knowing. You are better off not knowing. And that's the truth with, if the government or the New World Order or the deep state or whatever it is you choose to believe in, if you just ignored it and carried on living your life, you'd be such a happier person. You'd be more interesting. Dude, you think being a free thinker makes you interesting, dude? You think posting videos in a dark room with overly saturated light focused on your face against a blank wall to make you appear off the grid, but you're still paying water bills and phone bills, you dumb cunt. Yeah, it's not a clean episode, all right. But like, everything you do is a direct contradiction to everything you say as a free thinker. I'm not getting the vaccine. They're trying to track us. You scream into your Twitter. You know what? Yeah, but I don't have a profile picture. They don't know it's me. Dude, IP address. Yeah, I use a VPN. You don't think, bro. You think a VPN is what's stopping motherfuckers getting caught up, bro? They know how to get past a VPN. They just don't give a fuck that if you want to watch French Netflix, bro, they're fine with that. But if you want to traffic children, they can get through the VPN, bro. Don't get it twisted. What? Like, these cats are so retarded, bro. Straight up free thinkers, man. It's just, they've just changed the language around it to make it sound, it takes the stigma out of conspiracy theorist. It's like shell-shocked morphing into PTSD. Post-traumatic stress disorder becomes so medical and not personal. Shell-shocked sounds so fucked up, man. Like you're shook. You're shooketh from the shells. Bro, it is descriptive and you know exactly what's going on with the motherfucker with shell shock. Post-traumatic stress disorder, bro, just like numbs everything. It's like, okay, you've got that. Hope you're okay. Shell shock, just like, dude, this motherfucker shell shock. We gotta help this motherfucker. PTSD, it's like, okay, you got an acronym? Okay. Post-traumatic stress. What? Sorry, that's a long. Sorry, I tuned out. I'm so used to watching short videos on TikTok. I wasn't able to stick around for the length of time it took you to tell me your diagnosis. You know, that is what they're doing by calling themselves free thinkers. Fuck free thinking, bro. You know, be a sheep like me. Be a sheep like me, bro. I go to work 9 to 5. I'm on grid. I got Facebook. I don't use a VPN half the time. You know, I'm just out here paying my bills. I pay, like, they know me, dude. I got a license and shit. They know exactly where I'm at, bro. Welcome to the Poddy Studios, man. I'm a sheep. And guess what? I can think for myself still, bro. I can still think for myself, man. I go out there and someone says something to me that doesn't sound right. You know what I do? Google it. And I click on the top thing and I take that thing's word for it. All right? I double check. Even though it's all unsourced here at the Welcome to the Poddy podcast. And half the time, I don't care. So half the time I'll hear something and be like, there's no way that's true. And people will be like, oh yeah, well what do you think it is? And I'll be like, who cares? Do you see the Bulls game today? Cause who cares, man? Cause like, why waste your time on it? Why waste your time on it, bro? That is called anxiety when you're just worrying about shit that you can't even control or shit that doesn't matter. When you're like, when it's time to like, chop wood or something, you're supposed to chop wood for your fireplace. And you have an anxiety attack before you even go out and chop the wood because you're like, what if I miss the wood and slice a gash in my shin? That's anxiety, bro, because like it's probably not going to happen unless you're full retard. You know what I'm saying? That's just, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. It's just, there's too much going on for me to even, and then it's so funny to talk about nothing matters and then to move into the next topic as if it mattered. Balenciaga. Are we all across this? They're getting cancelled at the moment, I think. Or there's a hashtag saying that they're getting cancelled, but they're probably not. They're Balenciaga. But they're using like kids in weird advertising shit. One of the advertisements was like these teddy bear backpacks or something, where it's a teddy bear and it's in like BDSM shit, like leathers, BDSM leathers, and there's kids in the advertisements holding these bears, which is mad pedophilic. That's wild. And then there's another ad where on the table there's like a what's it called? It's like a document that states law, but I forget what the name of that document is. And it talks about this law that basically makes it easier, makes the penalties less harsh on pedophiles. And you know, they come out with a statement and they say, oh, you know, this was an accident and this should never have happened and we don't agree with this. Like, do you know how hard it is to get a marketing campaign approved? not only does the idea have to get approved, but the execution has to get approved. There is nothing that the top person is unaware of at any company, specifically a company as big as Balenciaga. They know everything. They know the numbers. They know the marketing campaign. There is a very specific strategy behind the marketing campaign that must be followed. There are meetings that go on, brainstorming on how we're going to maintain our image. You know, we decide on a direction, and then we storyboard it. So it's all sketches of what it's going to look like. So before you actually have the kids in there, you've got drawings of kids holding these things that would have got approved. Then someone gets a photographer and gets the child models and the product in and takes photos. There's 2,000 photos get taken, and they look through all 2,000 photos. And they say these 200 are the best, and they re-look through those 200, and they say these 20 are the best, and they look through those 20, and they say these 5 are the best. Let's use those 5. Okay? They take those 5 up all the way to the top, and they say this is it. As you can see, it matches the storyboard almost perfectly. We've got this kid, she's wearing this, she's holding this bear, she's in front of this backdrop. We got these props all around her, and the guy up top says, yeah, that looks fantastic. This is exactly what we're looking for our brand. And then you edit those photos. You know, you Photoshop them, you make them all look, you know, crisp and, you know, exact color that you want it to be and all that bullshit. And then you go through the entire editing process and you take it again and they say that looks perfect. And many people go through this. Even the editor is like, oh shit, we got kids holding BDSM bears. Okay, that's weird. Are you sure this is the... Sorry. I think you guys sent me the wrong package of photos. This has got children holding BDSM bears, right? How funny is this a prank? No, that's it. Are you sure? And then the editor says, are you sure this is the direction you want us to go? And they say, yes, do it or you're fired. And then they do it. And then it all gets approved, and then they print it and they send it to the printer or the publisher that's going to publish it online, and they say the same thing. They're like, oh shit, it looks like someone's playing silly buggers. They've sent in these really crazy pictures. Do you want to send the real pictures over and we'll publish them? And like, oh, what pictures are you? Oh, these kids holding these bears. Oh no, that's it. Oh no, not just holding bears, but the bears are wearing BDSM attire. No, yeah, that's it. So that's your campaign. You really want me to publish this? Yeah, publish it. Go. You got the CEO's seen it, publish it. It's good to go. The publisher reluctantly presses publish, and it's out there. And now everyone's like, what the fuck is this? And look, they're getting more press. I've never talked about Balenciaga, not once. So maybe that's what they're going for, but this ain't it, dude. This ain't it. Just like child slave labor or pedophilia or whatever, you know, child human trafficking or whatever. I don't know what their game is, but it's looking wild. They're on some real Illuminati shit. I think they're playing with us, man. I think they're trying to see how far they can go. Just to see how conscious the consumer actually is, because we're just sucking in content like you wouldn't believe, and they're just like, let's just see if they're even looking at this shit, and they put out the most hectic, you know, pedophilia, you know, that they can, and then you're like, whoa, what the fuck is this, man? So that's what's happening. I don't know, man. It's wild. It's wild times that we are in. People want attention. People want attention so bad that they are going for runs on main roads, bro. There is nothing peaceful about that. Why would you run on a main road? And you know what's just behind main roads? Side roads, bruh. What are you running on a main road for? What is more of a cry for attention? Running on a main road? Running, topless on the beach, or like in just like a sports bra on the beach? Or sprinting on the treadmill in the gym? Because that's nuts, bro. If you're doing sprint training, you got to go to your local oval, man. You cannot be doing sprint training in a gym on a treadmill. That is crazy, bro. Crazy. Like, think about that. You got to pump the treadmill up and then jump on that bitch and be going. And then you got to grab the arms and levitate. You got to grab the arms of the treadmill, levitate, put your feet on the side panels, and then turn it off. That is the most extra shit. I've never heard of anything that extra before in my life, in my entire life. I don't know what. I think the treadmill one might be the worst one you can do. I think main road second. I honestly think topless on the beach third. Like, I think guys are mad extra for running topless. I think it's crazy. I've done it, but I still think it's crazy. I judge myself for it. I judge all of you guys for it. I am jealous of anyone that can still do it, since I am a fat person now. But it's not necessary. Chicks can't even do it. And yeah, their tits would be flying around, so they need to have a sports bra on. But like, I think you can complete the run with your t-shirt on, bro, or your singlet. T-shirt I can kind of even understand taking off because it's loose, it's wet. Singlet, man, you don't even have sleeves, dog. You need to relax. But that's still like, dude, running on a main road is turned. What are you doing? What are you doing? Dude, I got we're in December. Evergreen content, but I still tell you what month it is, and that we're coming into the new year. And I've got some predictions. Cause I just don't think, I don't think 2023 is going to get any better. It is for me. It's likely not for you. And it's definitely not like in terms of the social landscape, the humanity, it's not ever going to get better. It's only going to get worse. And so if you're tired of what's going on now, you wait. You wait until 2023. I've got a few things that I want to go through that I honest to God believe all of these things are going to happen. Okay? There is no part of me that thinks that what I'm about to say are outrageous. Okay, I believe this wholeheartedly. I'm a free thinker. Okay, so I think in 2023, The Rock is going to get caught drink driving. He's going to be holding a bottle of Terramana, his tequila brand. He's going to be drinking it straight from the bottle while driving. He's going to get pulled over, and he's going to attempt to seduce the cop that's arresting him. The cop is a male, and The Rock takes this opportunity to come out as gay and has a very Kevin Spacey-esque downfall. Okay? This is something that I believe to be an accurate prediction of something that's going to happen in 2023. I don't know if it's in the beginning, middle, or end of 2023, but I guarantee, I truly believe this happens next year. I think Joe Biden's going to go full dementia. I think he's going to be at a press conference and start biting on the microphone, trying to eat it like it's a chicken drumstick. I believe that that's going to happen in 2023. I believe Elon Musk is going to buy another company as big or bigger or equally as big or not quite as big as Twitter, but it's going to be called Coca-Cola. And he's going to release a freedom of speech edition Coca-Cola. Instead of having like, your name, instead of it saying Dylan, instead of Coke, it's just going to have racial slurs on it. And I think that is going to happen in 2023. I think Jeff Bezos is literally just going to come out and admit that he owns personal slaves and he's using slave labor at Amazon. I believe that's going to happen, and it's going to happen. He's going to live stream himself from inside his rocket ship, and he's going to take off and go to the moon, and on his way he's going to be like, oh, by the way, I've got slaves, and and I'm using slave labor at Amazon. See ya. I believe that's going to happen. I think LeBron James is going to sign with the Washington Wizards and start his political career, because his career in Hollywood's trash. His show, The Shop, Space Jam 2, it's not good. His whole entertainment shit is trash. So I think he's going to sign with Washington Wizards and start his political career. Even though I don't think that's going to go any better than his entertainment career. I think Kendall Jenner is going to have some sort of like plastic surgery, like full break with reality. She's gonna go through this thing where she just believes like, you're not like, I just can't get my nose small enough. Like small, cute noses, that's the way to go. Like, you gotta just, I've had so many nose jobs, my nose keeps shrinking, but it's just not cute enough. I'm not even hot, I just wish I didn't even have a nose. How hot would that be? Oh my God, just being noseless, that'd be so hot. And she's literally, and I've said literally a few times here, but this is what I'm saying is I do not believe any of these predictions to be exaggerated. I believe that these things are literally going to happen. I think she's going to literally get her entire nose removed and keep it that way and not be embarrassed about it and post a TikTok video about it. And people are going to log in and start doing like a Voldemort challenge on TikTok. Hashtag Voldemort challenge. And we're going to start looking at TikTok and we're going to say, I miss the days when kids were just eating Tide Pods, I think Robert Downey Jr. is going to relapse and he's going to go through a Kanye West-ish type of spiral. And he's going to take up stand-up comedy. I think he's going to be drugged up on stage and abuse an audience member who will rush the stage to fight him. And Robert Downey Jr. will vaporize that person with some real Iron Man technology, like a beam straight from the chest. I truly believe that this will happen in 2023. I think Cristiano Ronaldo and Tom Brady are going to have a leaked text message conversation that comes out in 2023. I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know who releases the text, but it's going to be there. It's going to expose them for mainlining the stem cells of aborted children. And they're going to refer to it in their text messages casually as the fountain of youth. And again, I'll just remind you, I truly believe all of this is going to happen. I think Will Smith is going to slap another comedian in 2023. But this time it's going to be Dave Chappelle, and it won't be in the face. It will be on his ass. Because he's going to, from behind, he's going to mistake Dave Chappelle's bald head for his wife's. And he's going to slap him on the ass and kiss him on the back of the head. And I think Dave will be like, what? Nigga, what the fuck? And Twitter will go on a rampage trying to label him as homophobic because he didn't just accept getting his ass slapped by Will Smith. I think Justin Bieber is going to release a selfie video announcing he's got another illness. And this time it's going to be AIDS. And he's going to claim that he got it off a towel at the gym. And we're all going to know that that's not really how he got it. I think Julian Assange is going to get released from prison, and the first thing he does is reveal that Taylor Swift is actually a Rothschild. I think Kanye West is going to go on InfoWars as soon as this WikiLeaks comes out, and he's going to scream, "I told you," so loud that his head literally explodes. And I keep saying literally, bro, because I mean it. And blood is going to splatter all over Alex Jones on InfoWars. And Alex Jones will then call Kanye a crisis actor. I think Oprah is finally going to announce that she's a lesbian with Gayle King and that Stedman isn't her beard, but her slave as well. So Jeff Bezos and Oprah are both going to have slaves. And no one's going to care. Everyone's going to be mad at Jeff, but he's not going to be here anymore. He's going to be in space. And Oprah's still going to stay here and relevant and famous, and no one's actually going to care. They're going to actually act like she didn't say that she has a slave. They're going to probably victim blame Stedman, actually. I think Lionel Messi is going to retire from soccer if he hasn't already. I don't really know anything about that. But he's going to make an Argentinian film. He's going to go into, acting. And he's going to call this film Captain Argentina. And it's just going to be a shot-for-shot remake of Captain America. And I think it's going to win the Oscar for best film ever made. I think Tiger Woods is going to get in another car accident in 2023. And it's going to be while he's getting his dick sucked by an Applebee's waitress. She's going to die doing what she loved, sucking off celebrities. And Tiger's going to become a double amputee above the knee. And become a motivational speaker. And his motivational speeches are going to be about like how you can still become the top of your sport with such a major disadvantage, even though he never played golf as a double amputee. But that's going to be his whole angle of his speeches. And it's going to, he'll do like 15-minute talks as well. He's not even going to sit there and like go like really put effort into it. He'll do like 15 minutes and he'll charge like $600,000 for 15 minutes. And he'll probably be booked out for like 35 years as well. Like long after his life expectancy, like he's going to be booked out. No refunds as well. I think in the search for more content, Disney Plus is going to air like a special where Selena Gomez and Jennifer Lopez interview each other. Like that, remember when A$AP Rocky and Danny Brown interviewed each other? It's going to be like that, except it's going to be Latinas. But because they both speak different dialects of Spanish, they're not going to be able to understand each other, and they're going to fight to the death. And everyone's going to think it's just a performance, and it's going to win a Grammy for best live event. And no one's ever going to see or hear from Selena Gomez ever again. I think Rihanna's Savage Fenty label is going to launch a new campaign where the models shoot on live export ships in Australia and appear to be supporting that industry. And no one is going to give a fuck about that globally. And Australians are going to be outraged, are going to be just fucking not able to they're not going to be able to cope with it, and then footy season will start and they'll move on. I think Kim Kardashian's going to start a podcast in 2023. Again, if she hasn't already, maybe she has. If she's got one, she's going to start another one. And her first guest is, I'm going to say it again, literally, her first guest is literally going to be Jesus Christ. I think Pete Davidson's I think Pete Davidson's going to fuck 5 of the world's 10 hottest guys. Just because, you know, he's sort of tired of just banging the baddest bitches in the world. So he's going to fuck 5 of the world's 10 hottest guys. And then once he's done that, Ariana Grande will fuck those same guys. Or maybe she'll fuck the other 5 of the world's 10 hottest guys. But that one's a coin flip. And I think Mark Zuckerberg's going to admit that the metaverse was inspired by NBA 2K, My Career Mode. And then Ronnie 2K is going to sue Zuckerberg after he admits that. He's going to win, and he's going to win Facebook. He's going to win Facebook from that. And then once he's got control of Facebook, he's going to add ratings to everyone. And he's going to give Klay Thompson a 72. And no one will ever hear from or see Ronnie 2K again because Klay Thompson's going to snap and will murder him. But no one will ever prove it. The lawyers in court will just be like, look at him. He shoots with deadly accuracy. He definitely shot Ronnie 2K and has his body somewhere. And then the judge is going to be like, there's no way he shoots with deadly accuracy when he's rated as a 72, you know? And then he's going to get off. And that's my 2023 predictions. I think we'll go into Clay's reviews here.
Comedy, action, or horror. Will this movie win an Oscar? Set design, directing, acting, lighting, or costumes? This segment is Clay's reviews.
Man, with all the weeks off and then doing the episode with Rachel Lemon, I haven't been able to do many Clay's reviews. And so in that time, I've watched 4 things that I'm ready to review. So let's bang through these real quick. Only Murders in the Building. It's on Disney Plus. It stars Martin Short, Steve Martin, and Selena Gomez. And boy, are Martin Short and Steve Martin fantastic. Selena Gomez is one of the worst actors I've ever seen. She has no emotion in anything she says. And she tries to say fuck with an exclamation point, and she'll say that is fucking terrible. Like that. And it was one of the hardest performances I've ever had to watch, and it is a series, so it was many performances, but great show, very fun little murder mystery, and, you know, my man Mike Rapp's in it as well in the second season. I like that. It's only 2 seasons so far, but yeah, it's playful, it's fun, it's a murder mystery, and they misdirected enough for you not to, you can't call it, man, which is great. 7.5 out of 10. The Greatest Beer Run Ever it's on Apple TV Plus. Zac Efron is the main character. This is based on a true story, and you know how I feel about that. That's like an extra point off rip. Okay? Zac Efron plays this guy who works on ships, and he's away half the year, and then he lives with his parents half the year and just gets pissed. And his dad gives him shit all the time for being a dropkick and getting up at 3 every day, because when he's home, he's just drinking all the time. One night at the bar, they're talking about the Vietnam War, which is the war that's happening at that time. And this is just a plot synopsis, isn't it? Anyway, basically he thinks it's a good idea to drop off a bunch of beers to his friends that he knows are in the war, and he goes and he does it. And the fact that it really happened and that the guy's still alive and some of his friends are still alive, it made me cry. Just the level of friendship, the level of sacrifice that a lot of soldiers make, or just people in defense make a lot of sacrifice, and the taking beers doesn't fix anything for them over there. He wanted to tell them that he was grateful, and You know, that's admirable, I suppose. It's pretty dumb. It's a pretty dumb idea, but yeah, it made me cry, man. It was nice. It was nice. I really enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, I'd watch it. I think I'll get some flack for this, but I gave that a 7.5 out of 10 as well. Stutz is a documentary on Netflix. Jonah Hill and his therapist go through his therapist's methods, basically, and break that down. And you see their relationship and how close that they've come through the therapy process. It makes me question it a bit because I don't know. I don't have a therapist, so I don't know what level your relationship's supposed to be. But it's almost like a father-son relationship, really. Father-son, like really close friend relationship. It's cute, it's beautiful, but yeah, it just weirded me out that someone would be so close to their therapist. But maybe you're supposed to be. But very interesting, highly rewatchable, and I'm going to watch it again. And I give that an 8.5 out of 10. And WandaVision, which I haven't finished, and I'm not going to finish it. And I'm done with Marvel, and I don't even want to get into it. It looks great, you know, visually. It sucks. It's boring. It's not fun. It's convoluted, and I'm done with Marvel. I'm done with superheroes. Sorry, Warner Brothers, you're just trying to. I mean, not Warner Brothers. DC. DC's just trying to get their shit popping, but nah, I'm not into it. Superheroes, be gone. I'm over it. 4 out of 10 for WandaVision. That's it. I don't have any advice this week. I have, dude, speaking of therapy, I've gone to a therapist, like 3 times. Same one. No, I've gone to 2 separate therapists. One was a sports psychologist, and it was based on my confidence. And his name was Jason, and no offense, Jason, but he did not help me at all. I don't believe we even tried to implement it. We talked about visualization and visualizing success and all that shit. Whatever. I don't know. It just, that one didn't help. Then I saw one, dude, for every relationship I've ever been in, from my first ever girlfriend to now, well, not now, but to the girlfriend before Rachel. And as many girlfriends, I'm a serial monogamist. I've always been a jealous dude. Always. I've always worried when my girlfriend's gone out and I'm not there. I've always worried, like, who's she texting over there? Or what's this relationship with this guy? Why are they friends? She fucking him, Always worried, always jealous, all that shit. And it leads you to, if you don't trust somebody, it can make you untrustworthy. You can try to hurt somebody before they hurt you. And that might not be your thought process, but it's just like the way it plays out, right? It's a subconscious thing. And I've been cheated on many times. And maybe part of that was my history and the fact that I've been with a lot of people, and I've been naughty here and there, as well. So maybe people, they're like, oh, I can change him. I'm gonna lock him down and make him only be with me. And then they do, and I am only with them, and then they cheat on me because they're nervous I'm gonna cheat on them. And but then I've been cheated on so many times that I have trust issues, right? And then I push people away, or I'm doing too much, right? And that's what happened with my ex-girlfriend before Rach. And the breakup hurt me the most out of any breakup I've ever had, or maybe anything I've ever gone through. It was just like, it was so tough. So I saw this lady because I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't eating, I wasn't doing well. was doing alcohol and drugs and shit, trying to not think about it. Guy shit. Guys just not coping with their feelings and shit, right? So I went and saw this lady and we went through some exercises and shit, and I didn't become happier instantly over the breakup, but I think it prepared me so well for this relationship. I've had no jealousy issues with Rach this whole time. So I guess what I'm trying to say is therapy, bruh, is dope. Whether you need it for relationship stuff, self stuff, fucking PTSD, depression, anxiety, issues with your parents, your family, your kid. If you've got something that you think is some mental stuff, go see somebody. Go see somebody if you don't. Go see somebody if you have a short fuse, if you snap at your kids, your wife or whatever. You just, what the fuck? Get into that. Go straight away. See somebody. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's important. We go to the gym you guys go to the gym, not me. I'm a fucking turd. But you guys go to the gym to look after your bodies. We've been taught that from such a young age, to look after our bodies. But we need to look after our minds. So make sure you go and see somebody if you need to see somebody, And people, if you've got a friend that's reaching out to you to go through some shit, tell them. Be like, look, I am here for you and I'm happy to talk about this until the cows come home. But I'm not qualified. And I think you should go see someone, man. And just see if that helps. I think men, we all know that men are trying to be too proud and all that. So I'll leave you with that. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm busy. I've got so much shit on my mind. I'm trying to, my mind's in a million places. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. I thought the fucking 2023 predictions are pretty spot on and hilarious, but you let me know. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Please. I love you guys. Don't forget to love yourselves. And as always, bang bang.